name is James Hyland. I'm from Brother Wolf. I'm an actor-writer, and I'll be performing Fagins Last Hour, a one-man show adapted from Dickens's Oliver Twist at Harrogate Theatre in the Harrogate Theatre studio. 2009, I decided I wanted to move ahead and do an adaptation of A Christmas Carol as a one-man show, but I wanted to put a slightly different spin on it, so it wasn't the normal narrator recounting the story. I wanted it to be an actual character from the story, so the audience could share in that character's dilemma. And so I adapted it as A Christmas Carol, as told by Jacob Marley, deceased. I had a successful London tour, and then Harrogate Theatre very kindly invited me to perform the following year, and performed 11 performances for them, all of which sold out. And I have to say the audience at Harrogate was terrific, and received the show very well indeed. I thought I would adapt Oliver Twist as well. I've always had a view to adapting Oliver Twist along with A Christmas Carol, and did the same thing. I took a character from the story and made him the focus, so that again the audience will share in his dilemma. And the show is Fagins Last Hour, which is basically the last hour of Fagin's life before he's hanged, which is inspired by chapter 52 of the novel, in which is called Fagin's Last Night Alive. So it's quite similar to the title of the play. And, in that final hour, he's very much on the brink of madness, extremely scared, very, very lonely, very isolated. And in a way, it's a plea to the audience, who could be the jailers, the turnkeys, some paying members of the crowd who like to watch the prisoner squirm before he is put to death. They could be those people, and that is to whom Fagin is appealing, and also telling his story of how he came to be in the situation. The reason I chose Fagin, the miser, and Jacob Marley, the moneylender, basically, is because in the books they are both condemned men. Now, like Jacob Marley, Fagin is also a condemned man, a prisoner, but he is, rather than being dead already, he's awaiting his death and wants to achieve freedom. So already you have a high-stakes scenario, which in itself adds a level of poignancy to those particular stories. I was extremely fortunate to be working with Phil. I had the chance to watch Dick Whittington last year's pantomime, and which was superb. What Phil's done is he's created a set from scratch, and it really couldn't be any better. You know, basically, it's so much like the Cruikshank picture. I mean, which is this, I believe, drawn for the publication of Oliver Twist. And so basically Phil used this as his template, and when you come see the show, you'll see that this is pretty much what you see. You see the bench, you see the window here, and you see the claustrophobic cell as well. So yeah, and it's been great working with Phil.
Hi, my name's Phil Lowe, director of Fagins Last Hour. Hopefully it's the same thing that appealed to me, is we know the story of Oliver Twist predominantly from the film, the musical, which me and James have spoke about, and is a beautiful portrayal of the story for the screen. It's just not the true story, and they leave a lot of the dark elements out of it. They leave certain things that you don't want to see for that prime time audience, if that makes sense. It's done in such a beautiful way that it's not in your face, but by the end of it you see it in a different light. It's a great space, and we've got a great team here, so we're just going to use all those resources, pull them together and put on a great show.